Think a worn-out penny is worthless? Think again. In this video, we're revealing 4 rare Lincoln pennies in bad condition that collectors are paying millions of dollars for. You won't believe which everyday coins have become treasure. Stay tuned to see these incredible finds. First up, the 2000 Lincoln penny, minted at the Denver Mint with the D Mint mark, represents a continuation of the longest-running series of United States coinage, the Lincoln cent, which was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, making it a coin of profound historical, cultural, and numismatic significance that not only carries the portrait of one of the most revered American presidents but also embodies the story of over a century of U.S. minting technology, artistic design, and evolving metallurgical practices. And this particular issue, produced in the year 2000, carries additional symbolic weight as a coin that circulated at the dawn of the 21st century and the new millennium, making it both a practical medium of exchange and a historical artifact, while its modern composition of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating, which replaced the heavier pre-1982 mostly copper pennies, affects its weight, durability, and susceptibility to wear, corrosion, and environmental damage, which is particularly evident in coins categorized as being in bad condition, where heavy circulation, handling, exposure to moisture, chemical reactions, scratches, dents, discoloration, and nicks obscure or flatten the finer details of the obverse and reverse, including the careful engraving of Lincoln's face, the folds of his coat, the sharpness of the word liberty, the clarity of the date, and even the visibility of the D Mint mark, while on the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial design, introduced in 1959 for the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, can become smoothed, with columns, steps, and inscriptions partially or wholly worn away. Yet despite this, such a coin retains educational, historical, and collecting value because it demonstrates real-world wear, the physical effects of decades of circulation, and provides insight into the physical durability of modern coinage, offering beginners and seasoned numismatists alike an example of the challenges in grading, preservation, and authentication. From a numismatic perspective, the 2000 D penny in bad condition may have little intrinsic market value, often near face value, yet it remains a critical piece for completing date and mint collections, teaching about the distinctions between mint marks and dies, and providing context for studying variations, errors, or environmental post-mint changes such as toning, spotting, or planchet imperfections, all of which can give each circulated coin a unique story despite its worn state, and collectors often value these coins not only for their historical placement but also as a tangible connection to everyday American life, as they passed through countless hands, wallets, cash registers, piggy banks, charity collections, vending machines, and everyday commerce, illustrating patterns of circulation, wear, and socioeconomic history at the turn of the millennium, while simultaneously serving as a miniature portrait of Lincoln's enduring legacy as a symbol of unity, leadership, freedom, and moral resolve that continues to resonate in American culture. Moreover, examining the bad condition 2000 D penny provides insight into modern minting techniques employed at the Denver Mint, where high-speed presses and mass production methods aim to meet enormous demand while maintaining consistent design quality, though inevitably coins that entered circulation quickly suffered physical degradation, a process which now allows historians, educators, and collectors to observe firsthand how materials, environment, and handling affect the longevity and aesthetic quality of modern coinage, while also revealing minor anomalies such as die cracks, off-center strikes, lamination issues, or post-mint abrasions, which can make even a low-grade coin interesting for study or documentation. Beyond numismatics, the coin offers lessons in metallurgy, illustrating how the zinc core and copper plating respond to friction, oxidation, and exposure over time, which contrasts with the durability of older pre-1982 pennies, and can be used in educational settings to teach students about chemistry, history, economics, and even art and design, as Lincoln's portrait and the Lincoln Memorial design provide examples of enduring American artistic iconography, symbolism, and attention to detail that has persisted for over a century. In terms of circulation, a 2000D penny in bad condition tells a story of mass economic transactions, of households, schools, small businesses, and banks in which it has traveled, bearing marks, scratches, discoloration, and corrosion from human interaction, environmental exposure, and physical stress, serving as a physical document of its journey through American society and demonstrating how coins act as both currency and historical witnesses, a concept that is particularly appealing to educators and collectors interested in economic history, social history, or the evolution of everyday material culture. Furthermore, despite its low monetary value, this coin has significance for collectors who focus on type sets, chronological date sets, or full mint mark sets, offering a chance to obtain a complete series without paying for pristine examples, while its bad condition encourages studies of wear patterns, corrosion, and handling impact, allowing numismatists to understand how circulation affects the longevity and legibility of design elements, mint marks, and inscriptions, and to compare coins from different mints, years, and compositions. The coin also serves as a reminder of Lincoln's profound impact on American society, symbolizing honesty, integrity, and unity, which is reflected not only in the imagery on the coin but also in its continuous presence in American wallets, cash transactions, and collections for over a century, with the 2000D example representing a bridge between modern manufacturing, contemporary circulation, and historical commemoration, and it provides a tangible example of the passage of time, the effects of environmental and human factors on currency, and the ways in which small objects can carry cultural, historical, and educational meaning far beyond their face value, while also serving as a gateway for young collectors, students, or enthusiasts to explore numismatics, mint history, die variations, error detection, metal composition analysis, and broader historical context. In conclusion, the 2000 Lincoln penny, Denver Mint, in bad condition, despite heavy wear, corrosion, discoloration, and loss of fine details, remains a multifaceted artifact encompassing historical significance, educational utility, numismatic interest, metallurgical insight, socio-economic narrative, artistic symbolism, and cultural continuity, making it far more than a simple 1-cent piece, as it embodies the legacy of Abraham Lincoln, the evolution of U.S. coinage, the practical realities of modern circulation, the physical story of time and human interaction, and the enduring fascination of collectors, historians, and educators who recognize that even a heavily worn penny can serve as a lens through which to explore American history, economy, art, design, and technology, providing endless opportunities for study, reflection, and appreciation of the smallest yet most widely used coin in American currency. Next up, the 1974 Lincoln penny, part of the long-running Lincoln cent series that began in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, represents a significant coin both historically and numismatically, as it was produced during a period of extensive circulation and economic change in the United States, reflecting the design continuity initiated by Victor David Brenner over 6 decades earlier. And while the obverse of the coin continues to feature the familiar right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," above, "Liberty," to the left, and the date, 1974, with its corresponding mint mark to the right, the reverse showcases the Lincoln Memorial, which had been in use since 1959 to commemorate the sesquicentennial of Lincoln's birth, portraying the memorial's detailed columns, steps, and inscriptions with remarkable clarity, particularly in coins that are not in bad condition, where wear is minimal and the coin retains most of its original detail and luster. Struck in 95% copper and 5% zinc, as was standard for pre-1982 pennies, the 1974 penny demonstrates a heavier, more durable composition than modern copper-plated zinc coins, giving it a distinct reddish-brown color that can persist for decades if preserved properly, and collectors often note that coins in above-average condition from this year exhibit sharp relief, minimal scratches, and well-defined design features, which makes them valuable for type sets, mint sets, or as individual collector pieces. The minting of 1974 pennies occurred at multiple facilities, including the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints, each producing millions of coins, with subtle differences in striking quality and luster depending on the press, die, and planchet used, which can be appreciated in coins that are well preserved and not circulated heavily, and the mint mark, typically a small d for Denver or s for San Francisco, is important for identifying the origin and potential rarity within certain collector contexts, as some mint marks from specific years are scarcer or more sought after in high-grade examples. A 1974 Lincoln penny that is not in bad condition can display vibrant red or red-brown toning, minimal edge wear, and sharp inscriptions, and such coins are often graded by numismatists using the Sheldon scale, with higher grades such as Mississippi 63, Mississippi 65, or Mississippi 67 reflecting superior preservation, strike quality, and eye appeal, making them significantly more valuable than heavily circulated examples, while still being affordable enough for entry-level collectors to obtain for educational or investment purposes. Historically, 1974 was a year of economic and social significance in the United States, marked by political transitions, economic challenges including inflationary pressures, and cultural shifts, and coins from this era not only served as everyday currency but also as artifacts capturing the physical and social environment of mid-1970s America, circulating through countless transactions in households, banks, businesses, vending machines, and schools, interacting with millions of hands and environments, yet those that were preserved carefully avoided the wear, corrosion, and discoloration that characterize bad-condition specimens, allowing them to retain much of their original mint luster and sharpness. From a numismatic perspective, the 1974 Lincoln penny in good or above-average condition is valued not only for its metal content or rarity but also for its historical significance, typeset potential, and educational applications, as it offers a clear example of pre-1982 copper composition, mid-20th century minting techniques, and Lincoln memorial design artistry, while also providing collectors the opportunity to study die varieties, strike quality, and mint-specific characteristics such as slight differences in relief, planchet color, or finish. In addition, well-preserved examples from this year can occasionally display minor die errors, doubling, or planchet anomalies, which, when present in coins that are otherwise not circulated heavily, can increase their interest and value among specialists. Collectors and educators often use high-quality 1974 pennies to demonstrate grading techniques, wear analysis, and the physical effects of circulation, or to showcase historical changes in coin design, minting processes, and composition, as this year's coins straddle an era when copper pennies were still standard but modern mass production techniques were fully established, ensuring high output with consistent quality, and coins that have been carefully handled, stored, or maintained in protective holders display superior luster, clarity, and appeal, which makes them visually striking and educationally valuable. Furthermore, these coins allow for appreciation of Abraham Lincoln's enduring legacy, reminding collectors and students of his leadership, moral integrity, and cultural significance in American history, and the coin's continued use and preservation reflect both economic and historical narratives, bridging everyday commerce with historical memory. while also serving as a tangible connection to mid-20th century America, its economy, its society, and its ongoing cultural symbolism, with even subtle aspects such as toning, edge condition, and strike sharpness telling stories of handling, storage, and the environments through which these coins traveled. In summary, the 1974 Lincoln penny in not bad condition, whether minted in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco, remains a richly informative and historically significant numismatic piece, combining artistic design, metallurgical composition, economic relevance, circulation history, and collector appeal, offering opportunities for study, appreciation, and preservation, and serving as both a functional coin and a tangible link to the history, culture, and economy of the United States, making it far more than simple change, but a collectible artifact of enduring educational, historical, and aesthetic value that demonstrates the craftsmanship of the U.S. Mint, the legacy of Abraham Lincoln, and the continuing fascination and relevance of even everyday coins for collectors, historians, educators, and enthusiasts around the world, providing a single-cent piece that embodies over 6 decades of American minting tradition and continues to inspire curiosity, scholarship, and collecting enjoyment well into the 21st century. Next up, the 1994 Lincoln penny, likely struck at the Philadelphia Mint as indicated by the absence of a mint mark, is part of the enduring Lincoln cent series, which has been in continuous production since 1909, originally created to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth and designed by Victor David Brenner, and this coin represents a modern example of mid-1990s U.S. circulating coinage, issued during a period when the U.S. Mint was producing billions of coins each year to meet the demands of commerce, demonstrating both the mass production capabilities of the Philadelphia Mint and the continued popularity of Lincoln's iconic portrait, which remains one of the most recognizable images in American numismatics, with the obverse featuring Lincoln's right-facing bust, the words, "In God We Trust," along the top edge, "Liberty," to the left, and the date, 1994, clearly struck to the right, while the reverse showcases the Lincoln Memorial, introduced in 1959 to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, depicting the intricately detailed memorial, columns, steps, and inscriptions including, United States of America, at the top, E Pluribus Unum, above, and 1 cent, prominently below, which in a coin not in bad condition, maintains crisp lines, full relief, and a clear, readable design, struck in copper-plated zinc, a composition that had been used since 1982 following the transition from nearly solid copper coins. The 1994 penny has a core of 97.5% zinc with 2.5% copper plating, resulting in a lighter coin that is more susceptible to bending, scratches, and discoloration than its pre-1982 predecessors, yet coins preserved in not bad condition retain much of their original reddish-brown or red luster, showing minimal wear, no major scratches or corrosion, and edges that remain sharp and uniform, making them ideal for collectors seeking examples that reflect the coin's original strike quality and minting precision. The 1994 Philadelphia strike reflects a period in U.S. Mint history when quality control and modern minting technology allowed for consistent, high-quality coins, and while millions were struck, those that survived in superior condition, whether as part of circulation, mint sets, or carefully preserved by collectors, offer opportunities to study die alignment, strike depth, planchet uniformity, and even minor post-mint variations, while avoiding the heavy wear, environmental damage, or discoloration typical of bad condition examples. The coin's historical context is significant, as 1994 was a year of economic recovery and technological expansion in the United States, with these pennies circulating in households, schools, banks, vending machines, and businesses, passing through countless hands yet, in well-preserved examples, demonstrating the resilience of modern coinage materials and the consistency of the mint's production standards, which ensured that even ordinary coins could maintain their aesthetic and collectible appeal. From a numismatic perspective, a 1994 Lincoln penny in good or not bad condition serves multiple roles. It is an educational tool for teaching coin grading, metallurgy, design recognition, and circulation wear. It is a collectible that fills type sets, chronological sets, or mint-specific collections, and it can occasionally exhibit minor die variations, planchet anomalies, or production errors that add interest and study opportunities for more advanced collectors, all while reflecting the continuity of the Lincoln Cent series over nearly a century, embodying Abraham Lincoln's enduring legacy as a symbol of unity, leadership, and moral integrity, and connecting modern collectors and students to historical, cultural, and economic narratives. The coin's physical characteristics, including its copper-plated zinc composition, weight, diameter, and relief details, allow for detailed analysis of strike quality, planchet preparation, and minting precision, while its preservation in not bad condition highlights how handling, storage, and environmental factors can influence toning, luster, and surface integrity over decades, providing a tangible record of mid-1990s coinage practices and public interaction with everyday currency. Collectors also appreciate such coins as examples of mid-1990s American design continuity, demonstrating how the Lincoln Cent, though produced in enormous quantities, maintained a standard of aesthetic appeal, detail, and symbolic significance that continues to resonate with the public, educators, and numismatists alike, while offering opportunities to examine variations in color, texture, and relief between different mints, die states, or even individual striking events. In summary, the 1994 Lincoln penny, Philadelphia Mint, in not bad condition, represents a coin that is both a functional medium of exchange and a collectible artifact of historical, cultural, and numismatic significance, embodying the artistry of Victor David Brenner, the technological advances of the U.S. Mint in the late 20th century, the durability and characteristics of copper-plated zinc coinage, the circulation and economic environment of mid-1990s America, and the ongoing legacy of Abraham Lincoln as one of the most enduring figures in U.S. history, making it far more than mere change, but a tangible link to history, design, and education, while offering collectors and enthusiasts the ability to study, preserve, and appreciate one of the most widely recognized and continuously minted coins in the world, with every detail, from the sharpness of Lincoln's features to the clarity of the memorial columns, telling a story of American currency, minting craftsmanship, societal circulation, and historical continuity, ensuring that even a single 1994 penny in good condition holds enduring value, insight, and significance for anyone who handles, studies, or collects it. Next up, the 1971 Lincoln penny, struck at the Philadelphia Mint as indicated by the absence of a mint mark, is a remarkable example of mid-20th century United States coinage, part of the long-running Lincoln Cent series that began in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth and designed by Victor David Brenner. And this particular issue represents a time in American history when the economy, culture, and technological advances in minting were converging to produce coins that were both highly functional for daily commerce and increasingly interesting to collectors, with the obverse of the coin featuring the familiar right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln, inscribed with, "In God We Trust," along the top edge, "Liberty," to the left, and the date, 1971, clearly struck to the right, while the reverse maintains the Lincoln Memorial design, introduced in 1959 to honor the sesquicentennial of Lincoln's birth, depicting the steps, columns, and inscriptions in fine detail with "United States of America" above, "E pluribus unum" in an arch above, and "1 cent" boldly inscribed below, which in coins that are not in bad condition remains crisp and fully legible, preserving the artistic integrity and historical symbolism intended by the designer. Minted in 95% copper and 5% zinc, a composition standard for pre-1982 pennies. The 1971 Lincoln cent is heavier and more durable than the post-1982 copper-plated zinc coins, which allows coins in good condition to retain their original reddish-brown or red luster for decades, especially when they have been stored carefully in collections, holders, or protective environments, and such coins show minimal wear on Lincoln's facial features, hair, coat folds, and inscriptions, while the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse remains sharp with visible columns and steps, making the coin highly appealing to collectors who seek examples that reflect the coin's original strike quality and minting craftsmanship. The production of 1971 pennies at the Philadelphia Mint was part of a broader national effort to supply billions of coins to meet the demands of circulation, with careful attention to die preparation, planchette quality, and striking consistency. And even though millions of pennies were produced that year, those that survive today in above-average condition provide insight into the minting standards and technological capabilities of the era, offering collectors and numismatists an opportunity to study die variations, strike depth, planchette characteristics, and minor post-mint anomalies such as die cracks, die doubling, or planchette imperfections, which, when present in well-preserved coins, add educational and collector value without the need for extreme rarity or monetary significance. Historically, the 1971 Lincoln penny circulated during a period of social, political, and economic transition in the United States, including post-Vietnam War adjustments, inflationary pressures, and changes in domestic industry and technology, meaning that these coins were handled extensively in banks, schools, businesses, and households, interacting with countless individuals while simultaneously reflecting the physical realities of daily commerce. Yet coins preserved in good condition avoided heavy wear, corrosion, or discoloration, maintaining their aesthetic, tactile, and collectible appeal, and serving as artifacts that document the material culture of early 1970s America. Numismatically, the 1971 penny in good or above average condition is important for type sets, chronological date sets, mint-specific collections, and educational purposes, as it allows collectors to understand pre-1982 copper composition, mid-century minting techniques, and the enduring design features of the Lincoln cent series, while also providing an opportunity to analyze the subtle differences between coins from different mints, die states, or production runs, and to observe the long-term effects of circulation on metal composition, toning, edge integrity, and surface luster. Additionally, this coin exemplifies the legacy of Abraham Lincoln as a symbol of unity, leadership, and moral integrity, connecting collectors and students to historical narratives, cultural symbolism, and economic history through a tangible, everyday object, while also serving as a reference point for evaluating grading criteria, wear patterns, and preservation techniques, demonstrating how factors such as storage, handling, environmental exposure, and circulation influence the long-term appearance and value of coins. From a collector's perspective, a 1971 Lincoln penny in not bad condition allows for the appreciation of original mint luster, full relief, sharp inscriptions, and clear reverse design, offering a visually appealing and historically rich addition to any collection, while also facilitating the study of coinage history, metallurgy, and the evolution of U.S. mint practices over time. In summary, the 1971 Lincoln penny, Philadelphia Mint, in not bad condition, is a multifaceted numismatic piece that combines artistic design, historical significance, metallurgical composition, circulation history, and collector appeal, representing both a functional medium of exchange and a collectible artifact, providing a tangible connection to the mid-20th century United States, its economy, society, and culture. while preserving the legacy of Abraham Lincoln, the craftsmanship of the U.S. Mint, and the enduring fascination of collectors, educators, and enthusiasts who value coins not merely as currency but as miniature historical documents, cultural symbols, and educational tools, demonstrating how even a single penny can encompass centuries of design tradition, technological innovation, and historical narrative, while also offering a lasting example of how careful preservation, minimal wear, and attention to detail can maintain the aesthetic, educational, and collectible significance of a coin well beyond its original circulation, making this 1971 Lincoln penny a compelling, informative, and valuable artifact for study, collection, and appreciation. Please like and subscribe to my channel.